Welcome back. All right, so I'm recording this in between the first and second period of Vegas and Edmonton. I think that first period of Vegas Edmonton, that is the most entertaining period of hockey I've watched in the playoffs so far. But Washington Carolina was pretty entertaining as well, to be honest. And I think part of it is we got some scoring early on. This series hasn't had that, and it felt like that might have loosened things up a little bit defensively. So, Thompson versus Anderson, and it was a pretty good goaltending matchup. I thought both goalies played pretty darn well. So McMichael has a rush chance that's kicked aside. Then there's a post for Protas on an early rush. So the Caps with some chances. In fact, 3 minutes in, the shots are 3-1 in favor of Washington. Things get pushy on a hold by Anderson. Jarvis gets denied. The rebound's cleared. Orlov then has a rush chance that gets blocked. The teams trade turnovers. The Caps press at 6.5 minutes. The fans call one. The referee does not. Blake to Kokaniemi, near miss at the Caps net. The Canes press at 9 minutes. Halfway through the period, the shots are 7 apiece. So Caps are falling off a little bit here, and at 10:24, they fall behind. Gostisbehere takes his time and wires a shot short side past a screen. The assist to Kokaniemi and Robinson. So 1-0 for Carolina at that stage. The Canes press for another. We then get a power play for Washington. There are back-to-back early clears by Carolina. There's a shorthanded rush by Robinson, and then the Canes forecheck. They do kill that off. One shot on net for Washington during said power play. Jarvis then has a 3-on-2 chance that deflects out. With 3:36 left, the Capitals get a 4-minute power play. So this is key, right? The Capitals, behind 2-1 coming into this one, really need to get a goal on the power play because they're already behind 1-0. Back-to-back clears again. No shots in the first 2 minutes of that power play. The Canes did a really good job of keeping them out. Then there's a shorthanded 2-on-1. Robinson's denied. Leonard then has a one-timer. He fires wide. We reach the end of the first period. Score 1-0 in favor of Carolina. Second period, the Canes do finish the kill and kept the Capitals from getting a single shot during the entire 4 minutes. The Canes then rush. And at 1:05, after Aho hits the post, Jarvis buries a rebound. Aho and Orlov with the assists. This might be the one goal that you could say, hey, if Thompson had caught the Aho chance, you just never know. But it is 2-0 for Carolina at that point. The Canes press. Walker has a screenshot that's held. Strome's denied on a wrister from in close. We get some chance for Freddie Anderson there. Shots are 3-2 Carolina at 5 minutes. Chatfield has a chance that's held. There's some pushing there. Martinuk fires one wide from the slot. Aho gets denied. The rebound is then cleared. The Caps press at 9.5 minutes, and with 7 minutes left, the shots are 6 apiece. It did slow down a little bit after the frenetic start that we'd seen to that second period. Walker then has another screenshot. This one's turned aside as well. Duhaime has a rush chance that's saved. Beauvillier then has a net drive chance that's caught and held. We get some pushing on that. Caps press, they're kept to the outside. I thought the Canes did an excellent job of keeping the Caps out from their net and to the perimeter. Roslovic has a chance that's held. We get some pushing on that, as we did on a lot of whistles as this game went along. Beauvillier then has a rush chance. That's blocked. So Beauvillier prominent in that second period. 2:21 left. There's a power play for the Canes. Things get punchy as that is called as well. We're seeing some of that tonight in the Edmonton-Vegas game, but can't review that as of yet. Aho has a one-timer that's kicked aside. The Caps clear. Power play's killed off 3 shots on net during that power play. None of them go in. Burns is denied after the power play ends. It's 2-0 Carolina after 2. So we go to the third period. Svechnikov fires one high on zone entry. The Caps press at 2 minutes. They're kept to the outside. Shots are 3-0 Carolina at 3 minutes, but this period it's about to get kind of bonkers. Jarvis has a 3-on-2 chance that's gloved aside. And then at 5:18, kind of an out-of-nowhere play where the Caps have the puck in the Cane zone, and it's a cross-crease pass, and it's in. Chychrun scores from Dubois and Roy. So at 5:18, the lead for Carolina is cut down to 2-1. So this is where some saves made by Thompson in the first 2 periods come in handy, right? Kokaniemi to Blake near miss as the Canes look to answer. Wilson then has a wrister that's saved as the Caps look to tie it. We get a post for Svechnikov on a rush. How many posts has Svechnikov hit in these playoffs? It feels like it's a lot. At any rate, the Caps would rush after that, but at 8:24, it's a breakaway, and it's a goal for Taylor Hall. He just wired it past Thompson, Roslovic, and Walker with the assists. So there's Walker with, I think that was his first point in the playoffs for Sean Walker there. So that restores the 2-goal lead for Carolina. It is now 3-1. Blake has a wrister that's held. Things get kind of pushy on that. Shots are 7-2 Carolina at 9.5 minutes, and it doesn't look like there's anything to worry about. Then there's an offensive zone penalty by Hall. The Caps get that power play with 8 minutes and 48 seconds left, so there's enough time here for Carolina to run into some trouble if they're not careful. The Canes block, Burns clears, and then we get a minute and 18 seconds of 5-on-3. That's a long time for a 5-on-3. That's where, during the regular season, I would say many times, that's too long, that's too many. So, yeah, it's an offensive zone, or it's a defensive zone penalty by Orlov, and it was a dumb penalty. You could see Orlov looking skyward. He didn't argue. It was a dumb penalty by Orlov. I will say that. Ovechkin fires one wide on his first chance, and then his second chance. It's a 5-on-3 goal. Ovechkin from Strome and Chychrun at 12:14. So we have a minute and 43 seconds left in the 5-on-4. The referee's informed that he sucks before the puck's dropped. So I hate to dispute with people saying the referee sucks, but really, Orlov, dumb play by Orlov to take that penalty there. So I'd lean more towards the guy who took the penalty to make it 5-on-3. But fine, the referee sucks. It's all his fault. There's a shorthanded 2-on-1. Martinook fires one wide. Then there's a shorthanded chance for Jarvis that's saved. Pretty aggressive penalty kill by Carolina. That 5-on-4 is not successful for Washington, so Carolina maintains the lead at 3-2. 5:34 left. Carolina gets a power play. So there's back-to-back clears now by the Capitals. They can't afford to not end up with a penalty kill here. Hall has a wrister that's held. That's about as close as Carolina gets. That power play is killed off. But not long after, at 16:45, in a bizarre play, Sandin's stick gets stuck in the boards. So Rasmus Sandin, and obviously that's going to knock somebody just out of their whole zone that you need to be in mentally to play, because now your stick is stuck in the boards. So Carolina takes advantage. Walker goes short side on a 2-on-1 rush at 16:45 from Taylor Hall. It is the first career playoff goal for Sean Walker, and there you go. So Sandin's stick submarine to Washington. I can only assume that Carolina gave him that stick, and that's the only logical assumption, right? At any rate, that means that now it's 4-2. So Washington pulls the goaltender with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, and at 17:39, Svechnikov hits the empty net to make it 5-2 for Carolina. The assist to Martinook and Stahl, and then on a delayed game call on the Washington Capitals with 1:57 left, the Canes go to the power play, so they just run out the clock. The last 20 seconds, I think, was spent behind the Washington net, or behind the Canes net, I should say, as they just ran out the clock. And they win this one 5-2. Washington is now on the brink. They have to win 3 games in a row. The good news for the Caps is 2 of those games would be in Washington. The bad news is winning 3 in a row is difficult, and Carolina is now 5-0 at home in these playoffs. Huge win for Carolina, really impressive, and they were ahead in the shots the whole way. Washington just did not have an answer. 13-8 in the first, 12-7 in the second, 12-6 in the third. The final shots, 37-21 for Carolina. Way more chances, it feels like, for Carolina in this game than normal in this series. The power plays, Washington goes 1 for 5, so they did get a power play goal. Carolina 0 for 3. The hits, 39-36 for Washington. So 36 hits by Carolina when they had the puck as much as they did. Honestly, an impressive total for them. When they've had a lot of hits in this series, the only game that the Carolina Hurricanes have lost in this series is one where they had less than 20 hits. When they go out and they play that physical game, it feels like they do better. Thompson saves 32 out of 36. Other than the Jarvis goal, I would say none of them are on him, and even that one kind of a bit of a fluke that it goes off the post, and then Jarvis buries the rebound. Freddie Anderson, another good game for him. 19 saves on 21 shots, and he made some huge saves when he needed to, and then Carolina gave him all the goal support he would need. I think his shutout streak was like 106 minutes, something along those lines in the series. So, yeah, not too bad for Freddie Anderson. And we'll see how things go in the next one. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Can Washington fight back in this? Or are they going to go down in 5? Could it be down in 6? Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Again, this was a very entertaining game. And yeah, Vegas and Edmonton has been very entertaining tonight as well. So, yeah, pretty good night for hockey. Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. The channel just passed 349,000 subscribers. Thank you to each and every one of you. I will talk to you again soon.